With a video title like Atheists and Why They Are Stupid and Manipulated, you can expect that some atheists will get very angry at that title alone, without even looking at the content. And I'm not an exception to that. I found this video a little offensive. But at the same time, I will try and reserve my anger and my just total dissatisfaction with this video maker and refute their claims as I would any other creationist. At the same time, though, don't expect me to be a nice guy when I'm refuting all your claims. If you're being an idiot, I will tell you that I feel like you're being an idiot. I'm just brutally honest like that. So without further ado, here we go.
Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about Richard Dawkins, a very famous and well-known atheist. It had come to my attention that this person goes around and he's really trying to spread the word that God or a God of any kind cannot exist.
That is incorrect, sir. Dawkins and many other atheists like Dawkins, myself included, don't believe that a God does not exist. And we wouldn't spread the word of something we don't believe in. None of us believe that a God does not exist. We simply say, as atheists, that we do not see enough evidence to merit the existence of a God. That is not the same thing as saying that God does not exist.
He believes them to be facts. He believes that he has facts to prove that God does not exist.
Please get this idea through your head. Before I continue on with the rest of the video, Richard Dawkins and others like him, other atheists, don't believe that God does not exist. Some do, but a majority of atheists do not believe that. We simply say there is not enough evidence to show that God exists.
But he does not have facts, because the so-called facts that scientists have are always proven wrong.
That is a completely ignorant statement. All these facts that scientists have are always proven wrong. If you even said sometimes proven wrong, I would have accepted that, because that is true. Facts are proven wrong. Science has refuted itself sometimes. And that's the beauty of science. That's not what makes it bad. It's what makes it good. That science builds on itself. It's not fixed like religion is. It layers itself up, and with that building, continuous, exponentially increasing amount of knowledge, it helps us.
Now, a scientist will say in a video and or in comments that no scientist has ever said something is fact, and that everything discovered is an ongoing process subject to change.
I'm glad you caught that.
Now, let me ask you a question. If this were true, then why would they put it in books for children to learn, stating that it is a fact?
Scientists would put these facts in children's textbooks and claim that they are facts because up to that point, yes, that's what they are. To our current knowledge, that's what they are. There is no point in saying, well, this can change, because we all know it to be true. It can change. That's the beauty of science, as I've already mentioned before. If you're going to delve that deeply into the philosophical question of what is and is not fact, then you're going to have to go into Descartes mode, which is to say, everything you've experienced thus far with your five senses can be a lie. Maybe your own existence can be a lie. Maybe you're not a human. Maybe you're just a mouse that's dreaming that he's a man, as they would say. The only truth, 100% truth, that you can be certain of is your own existence, because you cannot doubt that you exist. That's a logical fallacy. So what this means is, the claims made by science cannot be proven to be 100% correct, in the same way that everything, and I say everything, except your own existence, cannot be proven 100%.
There are so many facts that have been proven wrong by scientists that it's an outrage. They believe life could not be sustainable or toxic, but NASA just proved them wrong.
Correction! That was overhyped by the media. It had nothing to do with the fault of NASA. NASA was only reporting what they found, and their paper hadn't even been peer-reviewed yet, and it just somehow blew up in the media. So it wasn't really their fault. And even if they made that claim, that doesn't make it any less credible, doesn't make NASA any less credible, doesn't make science any less credible.
That the universe has an end. Have they been to the end? And if so, what's on the other end?
The first point you made was, how do we know that the universe will end? We haven't been there, and you're right, of course we haven't been there. But just because we haven't been there doesn't mean that our facts and our data about it doesn't make it any less relevant. Does it mean that I have to evolve in front of you like a Pokemon in order to show you that evolution is true? No, of course it doesn't.
What? For example, wormholes, black holes, they're all theories. Scientists do not know for a fact that those things even exist.
As for your statement about wormholes and black holes only being theories, I recommend you look into that a little more before you rip on it. See, it's a little inconsiderate and intellectually dishonest of you to rip on something you don't even have any knowledge of.
Just based off of calculation and math. But then again, how reliable is that math and them formulas, since it has been proven wrong in many occasions? Really, how can one know something for a fact if one does not know everything?
How many times do I have to get this point across to you? Just because none of us are 100% sure of everything does not decrease the academic merit of the claim.
Was the arrogance of human beings really that disgusting?
The worst part of this point in the video I found was that you posed this question to us atheists as if it was a challenge to us. As if all the science in the world couldn't solve your question. As if you were proud to display your lack of knowledge on the subject. That is pretty amazing.
In fact, science has been proven wrong many a times, yet the Bible has yet to be proven wrong.
Please, please, I am begging you, take your head out of your butt. How many times has the Bible been proven wrong? Let's see, off the top of my head. A man cannot spring out of dirt. An inorganic compound cannot somehow make an organic being. That's the first thing. The second thing, how does one survive 40-something days on a ship, a wooden ship, with a flood that can tear the world apart? How does one expect to survive in a freaking flood that can destroy the whole world? Thirdly, how do you have a virgin birth? That is not possible for human beings. Is it really a virgin birth? Or is Joseph just the most gullible husband in the history of gullible husbands? And my favorite one, how does someone rise from the dead? Apparently, that's been proven, right? That people rise up from the dead. So that makes graveyards pretty pointless places, doesn't it?
And you will say in many comments trying to prove your claims and formulas and all this, but until you have physical, irrefutable factual evidence, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, atheists. I'm sorry, scientists. Until you have that which you pride your art being on, then I'm not going to believe you.
For crying out loud, it's as easy as looking on Wikipedia for the transitional forms of hominids. Is it really that difficult to do research?